Live from New Delhi, you're watching GG India Live, India's voice to the world. I'm Siddharth Bharadwaj. Coming up in the next 30 minutes. India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi highlights danger of digital arrest in his monthly radio program Mann Ki Baat.
बाद में सोचो और फिर एक्शन लो। ये 3 चरण आपकी डिजिटल सुरक्षा का रक्षक बनेंगे।
In a first in 18 years, Spanish President Pedro Sanchez to arrive in India for strategic talks on defense and trade to inaugurate aircraft facility with Prime Minister Modi. Georgia's ruling party, Georgian Dream, claims crucial win in parliamentary election, secures over 54% votes. Opposition calls results constitutional coup. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says Israel chose targets in Iran based on its national interests, not on US's instructions. India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi addressed the nation in the 115th episode of his monthly radio program Mann Ki Baat. Sharing his thoughts with countrymen in India and abroad, PM Modi highlighted the dangers of digital arrest and asked people to remain cautious.
ये 3 चरण है, रुको, सोचो, एक्शन लो। कॉल आते ही रुको, घबराए नहीं, शांत रहे, जल्दबाजी में कोई कदम न उठाएं, किसी को अपनी व्यक्तिगत जानकारी न दें, संभव हो तो स्क्रीनशॉट लें और रिकॉर्डिंग जरूर करें। इसके बाद आता है दूसरा चरण। पहला चरण था रुको, दूसरा चरण है सोचो। कोई भी सरकारी एजेंसी फोन पर ऐसे धमकी नहीं देती, न ही वीडियो कॉल पर पूछताछ करती है, न ही ऐसे पैसा की मांग करती है। अगर डर लगे तो समझिए कुछ गड़बड़ है। और पहला चरण, दूसरा चरण और अब मैं कहता हूं तीसरा चरण। पहले चरण में मैंने कहा रुको, दूसरे चरण में मैंने कहा सोचो और तीसरा चरण कहता हूं एक्शन लो। राष्ट्रीय साइबर हेल्पलाइन 1930 डायल करें, cybercrime.gov.in पर रिपोर्ट करें, परिवार और पुलिस को सूचित करें, सबूत सुरक्षित रखें। रुको, बाद में सोचो और फिर एक्शन लो। ये 3 चरण आपकी डिजिटल सुरक्षा का रक्षक बनेंगे।
Prime Minister Narendra Modi highlighted India's burgeoning animation industry, stating that the country is on the cusp of an animation revolution. With Made in India and Made by Indians products gaining global recognition, Indian talent is now an integral part of international productions.
आज हमारे युवा ओरिजिनल इंडियन कंटेंट, जिसमें हमारी संस्कृति की झलक होती है, वो तैयार कर रहे हैं। इन्हें दुनिया भर में देखा जा रहा है। एनिमेशन सेक्टर आज एक ऐसी इंडस्ट्री का रूप ले चुका है कि जो दूसरी इंडस्ट्रीज को ताकत दे रहा है। जैसे इन दिनों VR टूरिज्म बहुत फेमस हो रहा है। मैं भारत के युवाओं से कहूँगा, अपनी क्रिएटिविटी को विस्तार दे। क्या पता दुनिया का अगला सुपरहिट एनिमेशन आपके कंप्यूटर से निकले। अगला वायरल गेम आपका क्रिएशन हो सकता है। एजुकेशनल एनिमेशंस में आपका इनोवेशन बड़ी सफलता हासिल कर सकता है। इसी 28 अक्टूबर को यानी कल वर्ल्ड एनिमेशन डे भी मनाया जाएगा। आइए हम भारत को ग्लोबल एनिमेशन पावर हाउस बनाने का संकल्प लें।
India is renowned worldwide for its cultural diversity. Many aspire to learn about or engage with these cultural elements. In his Mann Ki Baat address, Prime Minister Narendra Modi encouraged everyone to share posts about India's cultural initiatives on social media.
कुछ हफ्ते पहले मैं लाओस भी गया था। वो नवरात्रि का समय था और वहां मैंने कुछ अद्भुत देखा। स्थानीय कलाकार फलक फलम प्रस्तुत कर रहे थे, लाओस की रामायण। इसी तरह कुवैत में श्री अब्दुल्ला अल बारून ने रामायण और महाभारत का अरबी में अनुवाद किया है। पेरू से एक और प्रेरक उदाहरण है एर्लिंदा गार्सिया। वहाँ के युवाओं को भारतनाट्यम सिखा रही है और मारिया वाल्देस ओडिसी नृत्य का प्रशिक्षण दे रही है। इन कलाओं से प्रभावित होकर दक्षिण अमेरिका के कई देशों में भारतीय शास्त्रीय नृत्य की धूम मची हुई है। इसलिए आप सभी से एक अनुरोध भी है, अपने आसपास ऐसी सांस्कृतिक पहल को #कल्चरल ब्रिजेज के साथ साझा कीजिए।
PM Modi said India will be celebrating the 150th birth anniversary of Sardar Patel and Bhagwan Birsa Munda.
31 अक्टूबर से सरदार पटेल का 150वीं जन्म जयंती का वर्ष शुरू होगा। इसके बाद 15 नवंबर से भगवान बिरसा मुंडा का 150वां जन्म जयंती वर्ष शुरू होगा। इन दोनों महापुरुष ने अलग अलग चुनौतियां देखी, लेकिन दोनों का विजन एक था, देश की एकता।
Spanish President Pedro Sanchez will arrive in India for an official visit until 29th of October. During the visit, President Sanchez will hold delegation-level talks with Prime Minister Modi. The two leaders will inaugurate the final assembly line plant of C-295 aircraft at Doordarshan, a flagship Make in India initiative in the aviation sector, which is being set up by Tata Advanced Systems in collaboration with Airbus Spain. Earlier, Prime Minister Modi and President Sanchez met several times on the sidelines of multilateral meetings. The visit of President of Spain is taking place after 18 years, and this is the first visit of President Sanchez to India. President Sanchez will also visit Mumbai, where he will interact with trade and industry leaders, think tanks and the film industry. A number of MOUs and agreements are expected to be signed during the visit, which will boost bilateral cooperation between the two countries. India's Home Minister Amit Shah inaugurated new passenger terminal building and a cargo gate named Maitri Dwar at the land port in Petropol, West Bengal on Sunday. The 60,000 square meter passenger terminal is built at an estimated cost of rupees 450 crore, will feature a modern airport style design with a capacity to process over 20,000 passengers daily. Land Port Petropol is the largest land port in South Asia, designed to facilitate smoother movement between India and Bangladesh. Indian Army is commemorating its 78th Infantry Day today. Chief of Defence Staff General Anil Chauhan and Chief of Army Staff General Upendra Dwivedi laid wreath at the National War Memorial. On the occasion of Infantry Day, India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi has hailed the indomitable spirit and courage of all ranks and veterans of the infantry. In a post on X, the Prime Minister said that infantry personnel always stand resolute in the face of any adversity, ensuring the safety and security of the nation, adding that the infantry embodies the essence of strength, valor and duty, inspiring every Indian. Extending his wishes to the infantry personnel, the Defence Minister said that the infantry plays a pivotal role in protecting the country.
Stoic, rugged and highly adaptable, infantry is queen of the battle, physically capturing and holding the ground. On this very day in 1947, 1st Battalion, the Sikh Regiment, is landed at Srinagar airfield and turned the tide of Pakistan invasion integrating Jammu and Kashmir into the folds of the nation. A landmark operational achievement. This victory of Indian Army is celebrated as Shaurya Divas. Infantry continues to modernize with enhanced mobility, lethality, and surveillance capability towards a singular objective of winning the war against any potential adversaries. Honoring the motto, Infantry, the ultimate. Victory is what the infantry delivers.
Let's take a look at other stories making news today. In view of the increased rush, Central Railway will launch 2 more unreserved special trains from Mumbai to Gorakhpur for Diwali and Chhath Puja. With this addition, the total train services now stand at 583. Delhi's air quality index remains very poor, recorded at 361 around ITO and nearby areas, according to the Central Pollution Control Board. Smog blankets Nehru Place and form floats on the polluted Yamuna River at Kalindi Kunj. Pollution levels continue to pose health risk across the city. Punjab police bursted a cross-border smuggling racket, arresting 2 associates of drug smuggler Nav Bhullar. The operation seized 105 kilograms of heroin, 31.93 kilograms of caffeine and hydrous, 5 pistols and more smuggled via water routes from Pakistan. An investigation is ongoing to track further connections. And a native of Kerala's Thrissur Kacheri made 42 unique faces of creatures on a 200-year-old tree root. This intricate artwork showcases various animal expressions on a natural canvas. The impressive display has drawn local admiration for this creativity. The South Pacific nation of Fiji has conferred its highest civilian honor upon Sri Sri Ravi Shankar. He was given the title of Honorary Officer of the Order of Fiji by the President of the Republic of Fiji, Ratu Viliame M. Katonivere. Fiji is the 6th country in the world to confer the highest civilian award upon him for his tireless contribution to the upliftment of the human spirit. Sanchez city in China's southernmost province evacuated hundreds of residents and construction workers stationed on the Shisha Islands to safe shelters to shield them from the Typhoon Trami. The Provincial Meteorological Bureau said that Typhoon Trami is expected to rotate over the waters off the southern coast of Hainan and the Shisha Islands starting Sunday night. Shansha has upgraded alert for Trami from orange to red and raised the emergency response as precautionary measures.
We moved by being evacuated here and having our safety prioritized under the extreme situation.
In Nepal's capital Kathmandu, the ongoing Pobha painting exhibition showcased the rich tradition and culture of the Neva community of Nepal. The painting of Sundar Singhwal is a month-long exhibition. Pobha painting was practiced by traditional painters as early as 3rd century AD. The Neva traditional painters believe that Pobhas were taken to Tibet from Valley, which became a base for the development of the Himalayan Buddhist devotional art known as Thangkas. A Thangka is a scroll painting from Tibet that encrypts Buddhist messages. And still to come on this edition of DD India Live. Russia's air defense unit destroyed at least 30 Ukrainian drones overnight. We bring you latest on US presidential elections 2024.
Complex issues, hidden agendas, twists and turns, strategic games. We think all dots are linked. We just need to connect them. Join me every week as I connect the dots to to unravel hidden designs in statecraft, mysteries, and decode issues that matter to you. Watch Connecting the Dots with me at these times on DD India.
You're watching DD India Live. I'm Siddharth Bharadwaj. Georgia's ruling party, Georgian Dream, has won a decisive victory in the parliamentary election with over 54% of the votes. This outcome deals a blow to the pro-Western factions who saw the election as a pivotal choice between strengthening ties with Russia and accelerating integration with the European Union. The ruling Georgian Dream party's billionaire founder, Bidzina Ivanishvili, expressed gratitude to voters for their loyalty.
I want to express great gratitude to our beloved voters who have been following us sincerely and with such loyalty.
However, opposition leaders have contested the results, alleging falsification and refusing to recognize the outcome.
For our historical choice of our ancestors, the greatest Georgian ever, and choice of our future generations. That's an European path. That's in Europe. Georgia is going to Europe. That's our most important step in after our independence, declaration of our independence. So that's a great victory. I'm very happy.
Updates now on the US presidential elections. With less than 2 weeks until polls, Trump and Kamala Harris campaigned in Michigan searching for holdout votes. With Harris focused on abortion rights and Trump returning to his anti-immigrant campaign theme. Ahead of the rally, Harris met with women medical providers in Michigan, where she said the country was in healthcare crisis following the 2022 ruling by the US Supreme Court that ended women's right to abortion nationwide.
Since the Dobbs decision came down 2 years ago, I do believe that we as a country have faced a healthcare crisis. And yes, it includes the concern that we have about people's access to abortion care and then the punishing of women, the criminalization of healthcare providers. But also we've seen clinics close around the country that provide all types of care. From PAPs to breast cancer screenings, HIV testing, and so much else, and just safe places for people to go.
Former US President Donald Trump also campaigned in Michigan, attacking Kamala Harris over her approach to immigration and border security, while echoing several false claims. Trump also reiterated his commitment, if re-elected, to launching the largest deportation program in American history immediately upon taking the oath of office.
You're going to say, Kamala, you're no good, you did a lousy job, you destroyed San Francisco, you destroyed California, you destroyed everything you touched. You're not going to destroy our nation. Kamala Harris, you're fired. Get the hell out of here. I always said we're the dumping ground for the world. Yesterday I said, we're the garbage can for the world. We're a garbage can. We're like a garbage can, and they dump their criminals. They're people with tremendous mental problems from insane asylums.
Bulgaria held its 7th snap election in 4 years on Sunday with a dim hope to end political turmoil. The European Union's poorest member state has been at a standstill since 2020 when massive anti-corruption protests brought down the cabinet of Conservative three-time Prime Minister Boyko Borisov. The first partial results are expected to be released on Sunday's midnight. In Japan, voting is underway for parliamentary elections that will determine the next Prime Minister. The vote is regarded as an early referendum on the newly established administration of Prime Minister Shigeru Ishiba, who called snap polls after assuming his post on October 1st. The election also marks the first nationwide vote since a wide-ranging slush fund scandal rocked the LDP, dominating the political debate over the past year. PM Ishiba's conservative LDP, in government for almost all of the post-war era, has had a majority in the lower house of Parliament since 2012, ruling in coalition with Komeito, on which it depends to control the less powerful upper house. Opinion polls suggest the conservative LDP and its junior coalition partner risk falling short of a majority, a result that could deal a knockout blow to Ishiba. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says that Israel had chosen the targets it attacked in Iran based on its national interests, not according to what was dictated by the United States. Netanyahu's office issued the statement in response to what it referred to as a completely false local television report that Israel had avoided striking Iranian gas and oil facilities because of US pressure. Iran has downplayed Israel's retaliatory strikes, saying that they caused little damage as US calls for de-escalation amid fears of an all-out multi-front conflict in West Asia. The Israeli military said that its jets carried out 3 waves of strikes before on missile factories and other sites near Tehran and in western Iran on Saturday. However, the country's nuclear sites were not targeted in the strikes, which were in retaliation for Iran's October 1st attack on Israel. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has said that North Korean soldiers may be on the battlefield against Ukraine any day now as Russia launched a drone strike on Kiev. According to Ukrainian officials, at least 7 people were killed in 2 separate Russian strikes. Ukraine has been pushing for more air defenses from its allies. Russia ramps up strikes on energy infrastructure.
Moscow is determined to continue aggression. They don't want anything else there. And that is why they are trying to increase their defense production by circumventing sanctions. And that is why they are increasingly taking North Korea as an ally. And their soldiers may be on the battlefield against Ukraine any day now.
Russian Defense Ministry said early on Sunday that the country's air defense units has destroyed at least 30 Ukrainian drones overnight. The ministry added that the drones were destroyed over Russia's southern regions of Voronezh, Bryansk, Oryol, Lipetsk and Belgorod. In the drone attack, 1 woman was reportedly injured and few cars were also damaged. And Manika Batra scripted Indian table tennis history at WTT Champions Montpellier 2024 tournament in France. Though Batra lost 3-0 to China's Qian Tianyi in the quarters on Saturday, she left Montpellier as the first Indian table tennis player to make the top 8 in WTT Champions tournament. Manika Batra achieved the feat following a 3-1 upset victory over world number 14 of Romania on Friday. World number 21 Tianyi, however, proved too difficult of an opponent for 30th ranked in Batra to overcome in the quarterfinals. Olympic champion Zhang Qinwen won the Pan-Pacific Open in Tokyo on Sunday for her 3rd title of the year, beating Sofia Kenin 7-6, 7-5, 6-3 in the final. China's Zheng kept her cool to edge a tight first set despite 2 rain delays before pressing home her advantage to take the second comfortably. The win extended Zheng's impressive run of form this year after she became the first Chinese player to win an Olympic singles tennis gold in Paris. Earlier, she won the Palermo Open and finished runners-up in Wuhan at the Australian Open. She puts an end to title drought that stretches back more than 4 years. Before we wrap up the show, here are some visuals from the streets of La Paz. The Bolivian capital was transformed into a scene straight out of a horror movie as hundreds took part in the annual zombie walk. Dressed as blood-soaked zombies, headless figures and werewolves, participants paraded through the city to kick off Halloween festivities. That's all for this edition of DD India Live, but let us know your thoughts on the news of the day. For those on the go, you can get all the latest news and updates from India and across the world on DD India mobile app. The app is available on both Android and iOS platforms, and you can scan the QR code on the screens to download now. We'll be back with more news as it breaks here on DD India. I'm Siddharth Bharadwaj from all of us here in Delhi. Thanks for watching DD India Live.